Get all my lights on. There we go. I knew it was going to be a beautiful morning. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Come on. Come on. And then the chief engineer's hollering at me. That's about right. I can't enjoy a good morning. Hold on. Hey, chief. Now go ahead. Oh, you ain't got no. What? Just take your time. You're good. All right. Anyway, had to handle more stuff, but look at that, y'all. Come on. That's what I wake up to, seeing stuff like that. Vicksburg, Mississippi. There's a bridge up that way. Bridges. And then look at this sunrise. Look at this view we got. Come on, y'all. It don't get much better than that. Morning colors. Sorry about being a little bit late, but I'm really trying to get I knew I had a good signal. We're here at Vicksburg. I'm trying to get part 8 of the vlog series coming south. Try to get that uploaded, and it's been a little bit well, just finding the time. But look at that, y'all. Come on. Beautiful scenery this morning. The casino, I think it's a casino there. But we're doing tow work. We are we're getting we're picking up 6 barges. We got a lot going on here. We're picking up 6 barges. The chief's doing routine maintenance. I'm trying to catch some at sunrise. The colors start changing real quick. Anyway, we're picking up 6 barges here. We're taking on fuel, water, supplies, and I'll be getting off here today. I'm getting off this boat and going to the River Addison. Captain Mike coming back. The regular captain's coming back. So I'll be getting off here and going to the River Addison. We're picking up another string of these empty barges. Open hopper had rock in them, but we're picking those up. All rigging scattered out. Picking them up. Look at the head, they look pretty good. Yeah, beautiful morning. Anyway, like I said, I'll be getting off here, getting off the Stone Strait today in Vicksburg and going and catching the River Addison. They're probably, they're down Baton Rouge area, so I'll be going back down there to get on another boat. And see, I showed that the other day that we got that engine down. The chief's doing some general maintenance on that engine while we're stopped here doing tow work. So I got that engine shut down, so that's how I know that engine. Plus, it's screwed down. I can't move it. And I put that on. Just so visual. See, those are kind of handy. Those are Captain Mike's deals. Do not use. The River Addison. Somebody asked the River Addison. We met them actually. Yesterday, I think yesterday morning, they were southbound. So they're going to be down, they're southbound down around, they'll be Baton Rouge area down south, down the hole, and I'll catch them. And we'll either be finishing out a southbound trip, down there dropping barges, but probably, more likely, I'll get on and it'll be mainly northbound, be headed north. And we've got extra water. It's noticeable, especially I talk in the boats and stuff, and it's noticeable the little rise that we've got. It's gotten swifter. I talked to some of the guys. They've increased tow sizes down from Vicksburg on down. I know I saw 30 barges on some. But talking to the guys, the conditions just, it's not buoyed off until we don't know how far out we can get, how wide we can get out on those bars, and it's still, it's swift. It's swift. It's just added added a level of difficulty to it.
Yeah, if you don't mind, you just give me a holler. They got on something. Yeah, I was gonna come back and get you dropped back to the first couple of seconds off of you. That's the big moment.
Anyway, getting that done. And the upload, I got part 8 uploading, and I watched it, y'all, and it's good. Here's the deal. I was really working, but it was, I've got the footage of what I considered the most treacherous stretch of river, and the spot that was really causing all the problems during the low water, where we had the big backups. There was a couple other spots, but it was the main one there at Lake Providence. And I made it when it was the 15th and Check River stages then, but it was definitely extreme low. It wasn't at the record stage, but it was pretty close when I come down through there. And they had just cleared the traffic and opened the river back up the day before, because we ran into all that northbound traffic coming down through there. And it was I don't know, it was a challenge. And in areas like that, I'm at a stage in my career where spots like that, I don't, it's not like losing sleep over type. I really embrace the challenge. I get a kick out of it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was looking forward to it. I'm on my A game when I hit those bad spots. When I go to any area that I know, especially that everybody's talking about and all that, it's just heightened awareness that I have. But I don't mean to brag, man, but it's hard not to when you do the job that we do, and the confidence that you got to have in this job. Like I said, it's a fine line, y'all, between arrogance and confidence. And sometimes these morning views, kind of the humility, that's what we need. I think the good Lord gives us little doses of humility to kind of keep us in check. But that being said, it's a good video, y'all, and I'm impressed with it. But I'm also, it's not so much a video, it's how I made that, it's how I made the turn. How I navigate, it's how I navigated the area and the turn. I'm not gonna lie, man, I about broke my arm, pat myself on the back after I come off that watch. I was impressed with it. But, like I said, it takes a fair amount of confidence to do this job. You really do. It's not a fair amount of confidence. You gotta have a stupid amount of confidence to do this job. I get on every trip, and I kind of got to get ramp myself up, because when you step up to the sticks, you step up top of the wheelhouse, and you're looking out across barges like that, and you're, 4 or 5 stories up. It's just so big. Everything's so big, and so you have to, you got to get used to that. I remember the first time I stepped to the sticks, and I've been pushing 30 barges, 25 and 30 pretty regular, but the first time I stepped up to the sticks and saw 35, saw 7 wide, it was just a game changer for me, man. I remember it just, I don't want to say I got, a physical reaction like nauseous or anything, but yeah, it was definitely, it strikes your emotions. You feel it, you feel the hair on the back of your head stand up a little bit when you step there, especially when you're the only one up there, and it's just you. It sinks in, man. That sinks in. I haven't had those feelings. I have to really kind of think back think back about that stuff. I don't have those feelings nowadays. It's just more I mean, I'm so used to it. So, like I said, it's a confidence builds over time, and you get a competent confidence where you know what you're doing, and you just feel it. So when I step to the sticks now, I don't get butterflies. I don't get stuff like that. It's just it feels like where I ought to be. I mean, I feel more natural in this position right here than I do almost anywhere. I mean, definitely on the bank, but I'm at a point in my career where right there I feel very comfortable. It's hard for me to sit downstairs. Like, I got some video of my partner coming through the bridge southbound, and I was off watch in my room downstairs videotaping it. And just, it's so hard. It's so hard because everybody does things a little different. And number one, I was offset, so I wasn't looking dead center like I would be used to. That window's out that way. And yeah, man, it was it's just hard. It was what I was getting at, is it's just hard to watch somebody else do, drive a boat when I've done it so long and feel comfortable doing it. I don't know, I'm rambling this morning, y'all. A little coffee. I'm on my second cup. I've got a good night's sleep. I've got everything, all my laundry done and everything. I'm ready to, I haven't packed, but it doesn't take me long to pack. But I'll be swabbing boats, so it's I'm not, I really do dread and hate travel days, especially a deal like today when I'll be swapping boats and swapping watches. So it sucks. It sucks. There's no other way to put it, but it sucks. Anyway, enough of me ranting and rambling. I've got the premiere scheduled for this evening at 6 o'clock for the part 8, and it's about a 25-minute video. And like I said, y'all, I'm really happy with the quality of everything, man. I think I got a pretty good video. I think it documents the area real bad. I mean, the bad area real well. It was definitely really atrocious. Guys have moved all that stuff there because they're fixing to paint that right there and then restack this boat. Mike's got this boat looking nice, man. The guys really had this old girl looking nice. This boat was 1970s, I think early 70s, early to mid 70s era boat. And man, they've got it looking good. Captain Mike Forbes and Raymond and the crew, they've done a good job. They've done a good job getting this old girl looking really good. But like I said, they got all that stuff moved up there so they could paint, and then they'll restack all their stuff back on the side. Extra rigging and all that stuff. Anyway, that's my morning, y'all. I'll be getting off here and going to the River Addison later on this morning. Probably around noon I'll be getting off here. But like I said, I got the 6 o'clock live. I got it scheduled for a live stream at 6. I think it's going to be a good one. I mean, I know it's a good one. I like it. Usually if I like it, then other folks like it. It's a short stretch, but it's me steering down past where the dredge was, and then I steer down where it was really tight. They have it buoyed up really tight, tight spot, and then set up for a flanking out around the mouth of the harbor there where it was really tight down the shore. So it's kind of technical. I mean, some of y'all like that. To me, I really do try to explain everything, what I'm doing, what I'm seeing, what's going on, and that type of thing. I think those tend to do the best. Those tend to be what people like, and that's what I like, man. I really want to, I like to post stuff that's going to be timeless that I can go back and watch in the future. And man, it was, wow, that was 2022 November. That was the extreme low water, and I can go back and watch that, and I've got it documented. Let's see what that light is. Let's see what oh, it's a casino over the hill. I was like, what is that light up there? I was trying to figure out what that light was. And it's a casino. And there's Vicksburg bridges up there. Anyway. Oh, David K, thank you. Said thank you. You've been watching you for 7 years now. Jiminy. David, I'll tell you what, it's a trip. I was going back through my old videos. I've had my channel for over 15 years. I was going back and looking at some of my early stuff that's up. Some of my early stuff that's up is just like stupid stuff of my kids. And, you know, yeah, a buddy of mine letting his kid shoot a hunting gun and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, experience inspires confidence. Well, you are right. You are correct. Morning, William Bandor. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. He's the rider fella. Good morning, Matt. Let's see. Displacement of the engines. What's the RPMs they turn? Man, come on. I'm the dude that drives the boat. Come on, y'all. Technical, hold on. I can answer part of that. The RPMs they turn, we run up to 900 RPM is really that's as high as they like to turn them. They're EMDs, but they're not they're not 710s on this boat. Man, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is the chief's probably down there. He's changing spark plugs on the engine this morning for general maintenance. That's how much I know about the diesel engines. I drive them. But 900 RPM. Somebody said he said he holds up to 100,000 gallons of fuel. Yeah, on this one we rarely, somebody asking about fuel. This boat generally stays in the like 90,000 gallon range on the upper end. It will hold like over more than that, but we don't like to do that. The chief doesn't, just safety issues. So, and we'll stop. We try not to, for ballast. He tries to keep it. It handles better, and for ballast, I mean the boat handles better when it sets down the water. So, but with the shallow water, we've not been able to draft. Stay at 9-foot draft. It's kind of complicated on that. The fueling issue is really complicated. We've been burning on northbound hard shove. This boat will burn about 6,000 gallons a day. Southbound, we were burning about 2,000. Probably, 2 to 3,000 southbound. So, there. That's the hopefully answered. I saw that. River diesel, same. It's the ruby red. It's the same as farm diesel. Well, I mean, we called it farm diesel. It's a different tax rate. It's that red diesel. So whatever that red diesel price is. Yeah, replaces. I've told the chief. I told the chief what we need to do is order some split fire spark plugs and put on these engines, because them split fires. I saw the commercial, man. We could do a lot better if we had split fire spark plugs on these main engines. They won't do it for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah. Check the Wi-Fi so they some slick 50. Y'all are bad. Hey man, he had a leak. He had a leak the other day, and I told him, I said, "You order some at Stop Leak. Order some Stop Leak." Yeah. We got a great chief on here, and he's. I've worked with Dennis. Me and Dennis have worked. I could almost say I've worked with him more than any one person out here. Dennis was the chief over on Dennis Daly. He's from Rosiclare, Southern Illinois there. But he was chief on that Gregory David. And folks that have watched my videos know, I rode that Gregory David. I tripped over on that boat forever. Well, forever. For a 10-year stretch there. From, I'll say, 8-year stretch. I tripped. I wasn't a regular, but I was a regular trip guy. Anyway, he was the chief on that Gregory David, and which is an identical sister ship to this boat. There's an identical boat to this Stone Strait. They're built the same era, same time, all that stuff. So anyway, he's a great chief. I'm getting off on some tangents. Bluetooth Spitfires would be the ticket. I'll get those on the order. See how that goes through. Oh, the drift. Somebody wants to know dial for drift. All right. This works. Works off GPS and a gyro. So basically right now the slide meter. This is obviously how forward or backwards we're going. But this is a slide meter. You see right now, I'm actually sliding. Well, that head's holding because we're on the bank with it. But the stern, the boat is moving out. It's moving that way. So that right there tells how much of a slide we have. Either you're straight, and man, don't get me with, that's about like the spark plug issue. And I'm pretty technically savvy, but when it comes to the slide, I just know that it deals with the gyro, the gyro. So it knows we have a slide, how much of a slide, so like when we're coming out of a turn, if I'm pointed at something if I'm pointed at, say, a bridge pier, and I don't have any slide, I'm headed right to it. I know if I've got a slide like that, I can pull down off of it and not hit it. That's where that figures in. And the predictor on here is a big thing. It does a lot of the same thing. That's a slide meter right here too. See, we've got a slide meter. Tells which way. That one, yeah. The head of tow and then the stern of tow. It does a lot of, when you're going through the water, you're dealing on a plane so it gives these things, it lets you know. The green dial, that is the swing meter. So that tells what degree of turn we are. So, yeah, and it's broke down like a 10 degree, a 20 degree. That thing, like the rate of turn, that shows the rate of turn. So the harder we're turning, the more we're spinning, which sometimes will show this. Actually, we can be setting and that won't be doing a thing. That thing will do if we're both setting in one spot and that thing and the head swinging. That works off a gyro too. That's a swing meter. So those are a lot of things that's kind of hard to explain without seeing us do them. But the swing meter gets more, the harder you're making the turn, the more of a swing it is. So that's kind of what those do. Those work in conjunction together. Those were, they, don't get me wrong, they're more important, but we get a lot of the visuals that all these things provided, we get with the predictor. Used to, when we didn't have that, we just had the radar and the swing meter. There were different, it was basically different numbers in your head, and it's training. It's like seeing anything. It's hard to explain, but I could train the kid, you don't want to get over a 10-degree swing or whatever. And, it's just, there's a lot of technical aspects of trying to explain it, but I think that's the best. I tried, y'all. Let's see. How do you pull over out of the way where other boats going down the river? About like this right here. If there's a boat coming and he needs me to hold, we'll shove into the bank and just wait till they go by. That's pretty much how that works. We get out of the way. If I'm going to be in the way waiting here, then I don't wait here. I'd have to wait over there. And that's a lot of learning how we know where to navigate and all that stuff. That's a lot of our job. Trying to go back. Yeah, the split part. That's funny. I'm trying. There's a lot of comments. Yeah, we do have a steers. Somebody asked about the steersman program. I think we do. Yeah, that would be something. Yeah, the office handles. I don't deal with that. Yeah, how much fuel do you hold? 90 to 100,000. Yeah, I already answered. Alright, I just tried to answer some. I think I answered some of the questions, y'all. Anyway, beautiful morning. I've got some packing to do. So I'll do that, but yeah, just pretty morning. Casino there. Cool. Perfect day for a crew change, though. My man will be here. Might set a couple of hours. What tonnage license do you have? I don't have. It's not. I have a 100-ton Masters, but that's really doesn't. I don't. If I ran a crew boat or something, I have. It's towing. It's Master of Towing license. There's no tonnage regulation on it at all. It's just Master of Towing vessels. Yeah, it's a little bit different than some of the other stuff. To get, like, if I wanted to run the Mississippi Queen, Delta Queen, Delta Queen, any of those, the excursion boats, I think I'd have to get a license. I don't like to call it upgrade, but it's a different type of license to run those boats, and I'd have to get that. But yeah, I've got a Master of Western Rivers, or Master of Towing Western Rivers, and I've got a 100-ton Masters endorsement. And that's the only reason I got that was because when I got my license the first time, it was an extra deck general test to get a 100-ton Masters. And I didn't really, they said also I could, at the time the licensing was real different back then. But that's the reason I have the 100-ton Masters endorsement on my towing license. Anyway, yeah, license stuff. You get into talk about my licenses. My license, I had let my license expire when I quit the river, went and worked the oil field for a while, and I was done with the river. Yeah, and I'd let my license lapse. I didn't understand what to do. That there was a process for that to hold your license to where it's good, so I didn't. So I had to do the whole process over. Well, when I did that, the licensing had changed. I had a operator, what they call an operator license, which they did away with. So, yeah, when I came back, really, basically, I had to retest and everything. I had to take the test, and they were going to make me get a steersman's license and work all the way back up. But once they went through and saw my service record and everything, that they gave me my Masters. But I did have to retest. I had to retest. So I took my pilot's license stuff twice. The second time around was a lot easier but more stressful because I don't know. I figured if I didn't pass the test the second time around after I'd been running I'd run captain and stuff, it didn't bode you well. Anyway, I didn't. I passed it easily, flying colors. Anyway. Alright, y'all. I got another video uploading. So 6 o'clock this evening, part 8 will be up. I hope y'all enjoy it.